Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your friendly neighborhood makeup hobgoblin here, and today we're going to just do what we always do, a chatty get ready with me, and I think we're gonna focus on like a mental health update. We're taking the Refer primer and just kind of getting that everywhere. How have you been? Let's start the video off positive, of course, and comment down below one positive in your existence currently in April of 2022. It can be as little as making a really good piece of toast or as big as winning the lottery, okay? So for me, something bigger is we're gonna take like a mini honeymoon at some point next month, and something little is frog earrings, frog shirt. Amazing. Let's throw on, I got the Lunar Beauty, the lip oil in Dare Me. This is the peach one. It's really subtle in a good way, because I am really scent sensitive, so I'm glad that it's subtle, and we love Lunar Beauty packaging. He always does a great job. I did have makeup on earlier, so I have some residual glitters sticking to me. I did want to use this. I got a free sample. It's the Cicapair Dr. Jart Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment, and I wanted to try it on some of my little red spots. I got this as a Sephora sample, and I'm just gonna, and it's green. So let's just take some of that. Oh, it smells very medicinal, like a eucalyptus-y kind of smell. My worst redness is around my mouth. I'm blaming permanent maskne scarring is the only way I can justify it to myself. So I mean, it's really light and subtle. Tell me if that did anything, who knows. So today is the day in which the Clionadh Cosmetics, we'll start with some makeup stuff first, but the Clionadh Cosmetics Emily Violet Marie collab came out, and I have loved her forever. She was one of my OGs. I was utilizing her channel as a reference point for indie makeup probably back in starting in 2017. She's pretty much the person that I went to for any sparkly indie like purple or pink shadow, and typically after watching her videos I would buy everything that she swatched out. So glad for her. I did pick up the palette, the highlighters in a polish. So really glad. I don't know, again, for me, she's an OG in the indie game, so I'm really glad she got to collab with a brand as cool as Clionadh. And I think it stemmed off of like a BYOP she had made based on like a Too Faced palette when I was watching her video yesterday, which was really cool that they like saw her content and they were like, we love this idea. I love that. So that was the e.l.f. Instant Brow in Neutral Brown, and this is the Dark Brown Brow. So mental health, let's jump right into it. The last time I did a video deep diving into this, I got a lot of feedback from a lot of Instagram friends, and the big takeaway is like, you're not alone. With my job, I mean, I cut hair, but I've met people, mainly guys of all ages, and it's nice for them to be in a safe place to be vulnerable, and from literally age, you know, like 15 to 70, I've talked to people about mental illness, and it's just amazing how many people are dealing with it, have dealt with it, and it's really nice to feel like you're part of a community that's struggling, but you know, there is a community there. Anyway, So I started my mental health journey in December, my new one, because I've tried in the past. Okay, let's not, you know, I've tried in the past, it's just not really worked out. I'm gonna take, if you can still get it, the Cover FX Luminous Tinted Moisturizer in medium. I bought this because it was on sale, but I've really liked it. I started basically December 2021 for at least this part of my life's mental health journey. And I'm going to therapy. I started medication, yada, yada, yada. And for me, since I've never been able to get myself out of anything in the past, we decided medication was a good place to start. And to me, that was really scary because I take a lot of medicines on a daily basis anyway. Nothing life-threatening, thank God, but things that really do affect my day-to-day life kind of stuff. So I was really nervous to add like a new pill to the routine, like one more thing I have to do, one more reason I can't function normally as a person, and it's kind of hard mentally accepting that. Like, I always say, especially to my husband, like, if the zombie apocalypse comes, like, I'm just gonna wither away, and he's like, no, I'll, like, raid, you know, Walgreens for you, and I'm like, that's really sweet, but, it's not how that works, but I know I'm not alone in that. There's no freaking way. You know what? I'm gonna try this. So Twintorials, mainly Rachel, made me buy the Revlon Stay Awake Skin Concealer, and I even got the brightener. Oh, this is the wrong shade. I used the wrong shade on my face the other day. Huh. That's interesting. Well, I got the pink one, so we're gonna start with the pink one. And there's no twisting or anything. You just squeeze. And I think I squeezed a lot out last time, so I don't think I need to squeeze any. They did say there's not much product in that, though, in it, and she burned through it really quick. So keep that in mind, but I only really put concealer into my eyes. Anyway, so I started medication, and obviously when you start medication, they start you on a low dose. That worked. I remember a beautiful 2 weeks in the month of February where I felt on top of the freaking world, but that has been a steady decline. And I've dealt with a lot of things, like a big one, leaving a job, getting a new job. Even though it was a super positive thing, it was still a big life change that I had to cope with, and that's kind of hard on anyone. I dealt with some medical things. Gratefully, I am well. I'm fine. Everything is good. But, like, I had to, you know, I had to get, like, a mini little, like, in and out procedure, which is, like, scary to me because I don't like anything medical. Had to get a lot of blood work, which is really hard for me, but I did it. Little things like that. And it really, you know, it was like a lot, you guys. And I just felt like I was on this like steady downhill. And I didn't know where the rock bottom was going to be this time. This is the shade Light Beige. And this is what I'm going to use for like my actual concealer color. I'm still working on like how much to use. Maybe we'll just brighten this dot and brighten these dots. Why not? Where was I going with this? Yeah, so I've been dealing with, like, life. Life has hit me hard. It's like, you know, one day I get good news and I'm like, ah, sweet, I can have, like, a good week and, like, ride on this. And then, like, an hour later we get, like, a call that's like, oh, hey, by the way, like, this other life thing is now happening and it's gonna totally, like, deplete any of the joy that the first life thing brought you. And it's just kind of hard. I will say, though, it's been a week since we upped my medicine, and I feel better. I don't know if it's placebo. I don't know if it's the fact that I've just had a good week, like, existing in the world or what, but, I personally, like, I'm feeling okay. Like, I feel okay. Something that didn't help is my therapy got, like, all jumbled and, like, life stuff, and I ended up having to, like, cancel an appointment and reschedule it. So, like, I hadn't gone to my therapist in, like, 3 weeks, and that was, like, oh my god, because I just needed to talk to her, you know? There's a hair in here. Okay. I just needed to, this is not supposed to go there. What the heck? You know, like, I just needed therapy, and, so I had that today, and I'm feeling a lot better. We cut my bangs. Well, she didn't, I did. I'm rolling with it. I really wanted like little cottagecore kind of moment. Can't even say I don't know how I feel because like I'm stuck with it for a while, so I like it. I think it's cute. Let's go in with the Patrick Ta She's Sculpted Bronzer Duo. This is the medium one, and I'm only gonna use the cream side because I'm that bitch. But yeah, things got pretty like rough, and I've been really off of social media. Well, I've been lurking, but it's really hard for me to like do my makeup and make a post. Also, not a negative, but I have been working more mornings at work, so therefore I don't have like a lot of time to get ready, so I'm doing more like everyday throw it on easy like looks, you know, like just blush, mascara, and brows kind of stuff. So like not saying my creativity is gone because I still want to do makeup, it's just I just don't have time to take photographs of it and do things to post. So hopefully we will do that after this today. Regarding mental health and my spending habits, I am going on an official no buy as of today, like handing in my credit cards, no buy, and deleting them off of like PayPal and stuff, because that's the kicker. The only thing that I have in my radar to purchase is actually just like a pair of earrings as a gift for my sister's birthday, and that doesn't really count as like a toxic makeup thing, so I'll talk that over with my husband, so on the day that comes out we could like pull my card out and I can buy her birthday gift, so that's all ready. But yeah, we're pulling out the big guns because I definitely use shopping as a coping mechanism, and I know I'm not alone in that, but it's gotten to the point where like it's not blackout shopping, but it's like, oh, I'm gonna buy a bunch of expensive dresses. I'm gonna buy a bunch of squishmallows. I'm gonna buy like all of a collection. Which I haven't, but for lack of a better term, like I'm gonna buy all of this. I'm gonna do all of that, and it's like, Olivia, reel it in, reel it back. But it's kind of hard because I'm just like, ah. And like I look down and like my makeup vanity is like covered, but if I put things away then I forget and then I want to buy new things. That's a bad habit that I've gotten into, where I just keep adding and adding. I've always been in that bad habit, but I feel like it's gotten worse. I think I want to do something neutrally, honestly, and I'm sorry about that. What should we... Maybe something pinky. You know what? Let's use the new Lunar Beauty palette. This is it. I'm definitely going to gravitate toward the pinky shades and the plummy shades, and we're just going to do a neutral look because I've been so into neutrals lately, which that's fine. Like, I have neutral palettes. I like neutrals. We're taking the Nars primer. Ooh, what blush should we use after? Let me think. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been really into neutrals. A lot of it is a work setting. But I don't know. I definitely go in my phases. I wonder where I'm gonna be like for summer, like what is the theme I'm gonna have. Speaking of summer, right now it's super gloomy, which typically isn't good for a lot of people. However, I love doom and gloom. We're gonna go full Lunar Beauty. This is the LBE3, and I'm gonna go into Cherry Blossom with this, which is the pink, and then after I'm gonna go into Milk Tea. Haven't used this yet, but I did swatch these shades. So let's see how Cherry Blossom looks. It's just gonna be a soft, oh, yes, just a soft pink. I need to bring in a mirror closer down here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I've really been enjoying the gloomy weather one because I'm able to comfortably drive and run errands without getting getting sunsick and like getting a major migraine, which is probably like the worst. The biggest negative I've been having, which I don't know if it's medicine related or what, but I've kind of had like a decent amount of insomnia. We're taking milk tea now. This is it. This is like, I love colors like this. Yeah, so I've not been sleeping well, which that obviously takes such a negative toll on someone's health. But I'm trying to make up for it, and I'm trying not to beat myself up when I need my rest, because as a human being, we need it, and your body will tell you what you need. That's one of the things my therapist and I talked about, where it's, if you need rest, don't beat yourself up. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So I've been taking some naps, kind of like after I get home from work, but it's really more of a, like, I genuinely need it kind of nap. So I'm not going to beat myself up about it. A weird thing, and I don't know what part of my brain is doing this, I've been really motivated to clean. I cleaned out my closet of shame, which was just filled with boxes, with orders, box orders, and then I have this idea that I'm gonna magically sell like 80 billion things on Mercari, which I never do. So I got rid of like 90% of my boxes. I kept a few for any Mercari or like makeup trades or makeup gifts I plan to send out. But I completely revamped the closet. Before, you couldn't really fit anything in there besides boxes, but I moved stuff around, and I actually moved all my dresses to the closet in this room. So they have room to lay, and under my dresses I put my purses. And I was just really excited I did that, because I have spent some money on dresses, and I want them to be showcased, and I want it to be exciting for me to go and put one on. I want to wear a dress, you know what I mean? So that's been a big thing. I need like a tiny little brush. Okay, let's just use this Morphe one, and we're gonna dip into Bloom for You, which was that darkest purpley tony shade thing in the bottom row. We're gonna just, oh, sorry. I do wish there was a different variation between the shimmer shades in this, because when they're swatched out, like 3 of the goldy shimmers kind of all look the same. But what can you do? All right, so I cleaned that, and then something about being a homeowner, being a real adult, I got really excited, and I picked up CLR spray, like the tub cleaner, and I got really excited, and I like deep cleaned my tub. So the big issue with my tub is there's a lot of staining from my blue hair. Look how easily that blended. Like, are you kidding me? So a lot of the stains that I've been trying to get off, like, they're not even like, oh, it's a used bathtub. Like, obviously, like, your body's grime and everything like goes into the tub because it's a bathtub. No, it's like, oh, everything is tinted blue. Figure it out. So I did like a deep clean with that. I even like snaked the drain, which is, when you think about it, it's really gross, but since like I deal with hair all the time, it's not gross to me. And I always have like gloves. So like I just threw on one of my like hair coloring gloves and I cleaned out the drain. I had a little snake thing to help, but I was really proud about that. And I don't let my hair go down the drain. Since I wash my hair so infrequently, when I run my fingers through my hair when I'm in the shower, I will like take whatever, because you know how the clumps of hair end up on your finger, like wrapped around your fingers. I will take that and like literally put it in a pile like near my tub where I'm getting out and just throw it out after my shower. So I try really hard to not let hair go down the drain. So it wasn't a lot for how long we've lived here, but it was a lot more hair than I anticipated. But for living here for almost 2 years, the amount of hair that I pulled out was really not that much. Plus I don't wash my hair a lot. So, and I always joke with my husband with that. I'm like, oh, are you like so glad that I'm not that girl that like rubs her hair all over the bathroom wall and you have to like come in and like stare at it? And he was like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I'm really liking this. I'm taking Cherry Blossom. I'm just kind of re-blending over all my edges. I mean, for these mattes, and like I only use 2 brushes, I'm really happy with how this looks. I'm liking it a lot better than the look I had on earlier today, that's for sure. I have a work meeting tonight. Not too bad, not too bad. It's like a product meeting, so like a brand ambassador is gonna be there, and we're gonna get probably some free hair products to use, which is nice. This is really pretty. It makes me think, wow, I wish there were more like pinks and purple in this palette. I have Strawberry Dream and Moonspell too. Like, how silly am I to be like, I wish there was more purple. But I do really like this. I like the versatility of it because, I mean, you can just use, like, it's nice that you can get, you know, a goldy look, a baby pukey look with some of these shades at the bottom. There's like that baby puke tinted brown, and then you can get a little soft pink look. Like, this would probably be really good in a bridal kit if you were a makeup artist. A palette like this. I'm sure a lot of people ask for like really basic looks like this. Not in a mean way for basic, but I'm just taking, I only dipped into milk tea, and then whatever was left on the brush kind of came with it, which is totally fine. I'm starting to get into like doing stuff on the lower lash line again. I go through phases. For the shimmers, I do just want to try it out with just my finger. So I'm taking the shade Sam, which is the pinky shimmer, and this is what it looks like. Okay. Oh, that's, yep. Yep. And I can't even imagine how much more intense it could be with a glitter glue. I need my elbow resting because my nails are kind of long, so it gets a little, I have to really be specific in my placement. And then I'm going to softly tap it over the crease area. Not too high, but it's not a cut crease, and I've got slightly hooded eyes, so it would bleed up anyway, and I don't want that. Oh, that's the wrong shade. So basically, the way my life feels right now, well, I got some on the inner corner on accident. God damn it. Okay. It's really hard to talk about ebbs and flows when you're kind of in like the bottom of one, but since I'm like coming out, I do feel like I feel good, and I'm scared to feel bad again, which I think is fair. But I really want to enjoy living in a high right now, I guess. Like, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just blending back out, nothing else on the brush. And then I'm not gonna use the highlight in this palette because it was too rosy. I've honestly been using MAC Floof literally every single day for my highlight. Couldn't tell you why, but it's literally the only eyeshadow that I use for my inner corner. And I'm using a bigger brush because I got the other shade like on my thing on accident. Yeah, so I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm living in fear because that sounds really like, ooh, but I really didn't think I would get out of like the downhill slope that I was in. And I don't want to be, you know, doing that, like, it gets better, like, just hold out. But for me, I'm like, oh my god. Like, I'm feeling okay. This is the Shein Blush in Love Cake. Get ready, you guys. This is so freaking pretty. I've used this before, I'm sure, but... yeah, no, I'm really relieved and really grateful to be feeling better. And if you're in a downhill slope right now, try to remember a time when you weren't, because like for me, I had mentioned at the beginning of the video, I had a really good 2 weeks in February when I felt like my meds were really working and everything was great. So like knowing that it existed, I was like, I just want to get back to that. Like, everything was fine then, and I've just been maybe holding on to hope, if that's a good way to put it. And I know it's all cliche and like meh, 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 but it kind of helped because I knew, like, I had tasted like goodness, and I was like, please let me get back to it, life. But no, I'm like scared. I'm scared poopless to go back downhill slope. Like, I don't want it. I don't want it at all. And of course, you know, my therapist was like, you know, life is ebbs and flows, so like be ready, like things can happen. And I'm like, no, I don't want them to. Let's take Merit Kava. I can't remember if I've used this on camera yet. I like applying it with my finger because I feel I get a more precise application. Because Tara Brooke will apply it directly to her face, and it's like the only cream product that she applies directly to her face. I was doing that at the beginning, but I kind of like it better like this. And then I've really been into eyeliners lately. I'm on like an eyeliner journey. I'm so excited. I ordered Mushroom from Urban Decay because it just looks so pretty. Alright, this is the LA Girl Shockwave liner, the metallic one in the shade Lullaby. Oh, I've not used it yet. These are some of my favorite ones. They're Shockwave line, both the metallics and the non-metallics. I really like them, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in the waterline. But not too much because I don't want to risk it going on the lash line. I just want it in the waterline. Yeah, I'm hoping the medicine increase helps with life. I'm using Benefit Roller Lash Sample. I really want to try the Ilia mascara. Everyone's been talking about that recently. And if you want, I can film a travel bag, packing my travel bag with me. I know I did one the last time I took a trip, but I just posted what I already had in there. It's hard because, like, with flying, it's like, do you bring creams? Do you bring liquids? Do you bring powders? Even though I don't really wear powders right now. The big thing is, long as I have, like, I only really need like one bronzer or like contour product and like one highlighter, but I need options for blush because my blush depends on my outfit and my mood and like the formula that I want. So we shall see. Okay, I didn't get any. For lips, I've got that lip oil on. I don't really know. Do we feel like we need a lip here? This could be good. I bought this a little while ago. It's the Physicians Formula. No. Let's do the L'Oreal because I feel like this sat really nice on the skin. This one's Feathery Fleur. I guess it's not, it's more of a warmy rose than not, but I don't really care. I do want to blot though. just because of my Invisalign. All right, so this is the finished look. I know it was a little jumbly, but I really just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about feelings. And I hope you are well. If you're going through anything right now or you just want to talk to someone, feel free to message me on Instagram. I'm always on over there, so follow me, DM me, I got you. And thank you so much for watching today's video. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye.